Good morning. It is February the 1st, 2018. We start the second month of trading for this great year that will be unfolding to us as we move through the time continuum. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Well, here we are at support. We made a one tick new low. The dynamic that creates this one tick new low right there is exchange members gunning stops. The exchanges label that as price discovery. So having stops one tick outside a pivot high or pivot low in treasuries is going to get you. 3 ticks outside of pivot highs or lows, sometimes 4, rarely 4 is the correct place to have a stop. We're have volume way up here. That's our attractor at 121.24, and you can see that volume is moving lower in each of the distributions, so I believe it is a sale. I'd like to sell 15s to 19s, 23s to 27s. It may take a 13 or 14 to get off a short. On the buy side, because we're dealing with B's behind us, I think we can go a little bit lower, so I put a buy at 5 to 9, but the low may be in right now. So I like the short side of the market. I think we're headed lower. We'll see if that materializes as the day progresses. We have some news today. Motor vehicle sales, 17.3. Last month it was 17.5, so they're looking for a little bit less in automobile sales. That could go either way. Jobless claims 235. No one pays any attention to it. Productivity plus 1.1. Unit labor costs plus 0.9. That reaffirms the tight labor market. PMI manufacturing 55.5. They keep score for Asia and Europe and the UK. We don't really pay attention to those numbers. The ISM manufacturing 58.6. We will pay attention to that. In fact, that will be the news focus for the day. Construction spending plus 0.5%. It's there. Nobody trades off of it that I can tell. And nat gas, last week it drew 288. I have no idea what it'll be this week. So the news focus will be ISM manufacturing. Tomorrow's non-farm payroll number estimated at 175. Last week the non-farm payroll came in at 148. Well below the ADP number, which I believe was 220 or 230. I don't really remember. This month's ADP number was 234. So I'm guessing this number probably is going to be a little bit higher than forecast, but they split last month. They may split this month. I haven't seen what the line is on the Pats Eagles. It started off at +7 for the Pats. I imagine it's come in. The Eagles, if it is at +7 or +10, will be playing with a hell of a chip on their shoulder. And the Pats start off pretty slow this season, so they don't just step out on the field and blow you out, but they do know how to come back. in the second half and the last quarter. They know how to win games, with or without their best people on the field. So it's quite an organization, quite a football team. Okay, looking at the 30-year, definitely have a B. The selling, we may have to start splitting in J as traders get a jump on the London session, which opened right here. I mean, right here is where it opened. I've been looking at K and L, but right now, the last couple of days, the selling or buying has started in J period. So 30-year looks lower. 12 to 16, number 1. 1923, sell 1. 27.31, sell 2. We'll make the buck to 04, number 1. So 25.29, which would be a new low, will be number buy 1. And 17 to 21, buy 2. And on this one, it may take an 8 to get in. I don't know. But right now, everything looks like it's going to try to trade lower. We'll see if that happens. Looking at gold. Gold was unchanged when I looked at it a couple hours ago. Don't know where it is right now. You should be in April gold. About where it was yesterday. Well, here we are at support, so we'll make 41, 39 by 1, 35, 37 by 2, 44, 46, sell 1, 48, 50, sell 2. Euro was up this morning. So we have a buyer at 24.25 and perhaps a seller at 25.50 as it stands right now. We'll do the London split. Trying to trade up, so resistance is right here, so 125 even, give or take. Sell 1. And next little stop up here would be in the 40 area, so we'll make 40 to 50, sell 2. On the buy side, the break's at 63, so 50 to 60, buy 1. Let them get stops down in here. And then 25 to 35 by 2. Crude oil was up overnight. Turkey is daring us to come out and fight them. They really don't want that. But you know, it's cheap, it's rhetoric, it's cheap talk. It's a way to puff themselves up. The great Satan. Gotta get this right. So get a little better scaling here. There we go. I think it'll make it easier for Charles to read. You know, you have to wonder what Turkey is trying to accomplish these days. I know Erdogan is trying to create a dictatorship as fast as he can. He's done a pretty good job of it. Okay, headed up. Got a distribution that started in London that moved higher. London broke us out right there. So we should get a retest up here of the Globex high. So 65.50 to 75, sell 1. 66, 66 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, well, 65 even, 65 and a quarter. Like to do it against that 65.10 area. Pick this up here, 10 to 15, buy 1. Give ourselves a little room. Then 50 to 75, buy 2. And the Emini. This past summer we actually sold over a period of 4 or 5 days. We're set to do that today if we can break it today. What I like about it is that you know, that when the market sells, we've got enough volatility to make the Emini worth watching. When it just goes up so often, we find ourselves in that 6 to 8 point grind for the first hour and 2 hours, and that makes it pretty tough trading. So right now we got pretty good buying at 20, and we've got selling above 35. That's just, we're in a tight range if we put all of this together. Leaning B, you can see the market needs volume between 27 and 33 to fill in. So the ideal sell up here would be 30 against 35, and trying to buy it below 25 right here. Value area low on this is 23. Value area high is 35. So that's what it looks like when we combine all of that. And you need to combine these things and split them up just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. So I got this high at 29.50. I've got a high here at 32. So 29 to 32 is resistance there, then 35 to 37 is resistance up there. So we'll make the first sell, and it's aggressive as hell, 29 to 31. 34 to 36 for sell 2. On the buy side, does 25 hold? We saw that stops below 25, so we'll make 23.25, buy 1. And we have this low right here at 21. We've got that low right there at 18. So we'll make 19 to 21, buy 2. In anticipation of a trading range because of tomorrow's non-farm payroll numbers. And the news today, quickly, the news focus should be ISM manufacturing 58.6. Comes at 10 Eastern. Got jobless claims at 235. I doubt if they will play. Construction spending plus 0.5% comes at 10. Motor vehicle sales 17.3. Those dribble in throughout the day. So the news focus is ISM manufacturing. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. Back with you ASAP. Good trading in the meantime.